Okay, so Good Company. I've been kind of following this one for a while. Um, Not sure what it was going to be, how it was going to come out, but it finally released, and I really like it. Watching some videos though, it just came out. It's in early access. All you see is like the first campaign video, and which I did. I did the campaign, a few episodes of that, and then went to free play, which is where I like playing. But the videos were just awful. Even the big guys that I follow and play it know what they're doing. So I'm gonna make uh, a new game here and kind of show some of the things that they're not, I guess. Okay, so this is your starter factory building, and you can buy these. There's more. The one thing that's different about this game people complain about is like you can't just move the screen over. Your character has to be, where you're at. If I want to buy this building, I click it. It shows you what it is, how much it costs, blah blah blah. Um, and the cartoonish characters, this little helper bot. I don't know why I even need him. Maybe we'll have something later. But uh, anyway, here's your income zone, your outgoing zone. This is where your supplies come in. This is where you sell stuff. Excuse me, I'm getting a bit sleepy. Okay, so first off, we have to design um, what we're doing. So we'll throw a design table in back over here somewhere. We'll walk over to it. And the only thing we can produce right now is calculators. That's all we have a blueprint for. That's it. So we're going to click on that. It's got a simple case. That's all we got. It's only options. This is your required materials for simple case. This tells you how much it weighs. This is your fragility, and this is the heat loss. That all adds up over here. This is what people expect the features to have: a display fidelity, picture quality, and battery life. Uh, they expect to have at least 4.4 out of a total of 10. This is what you can sell it for. Okay, so we're going to create this product. Okay, now this is the inside of the product. This is what we got room to put our stuff in. Okay, so we need display, which would be the LED arrays. So we click on one of those and we fit it in here. No problem, that's fine. We're halfway there. So obviously we're going to need two of those. And battery life, so we click on the battery. We have one battery to pick from. So we'll drop one of those in, same thing. We're going to need two. We'll flip this around, whatever, put that in there. We got 4 out of 4. We got a 5-star market appeal. All we have to do now is give it a unique name. So if we click on this, we will type in calc 1.0. How about that? And we make a draft of that, and then we finish the design. Okay, so we have a design. I could have changed the color and stuff. I don't care about that. Okay, so now we have to create this thing. So if we go here, we can look at our blueprints, our Calc 1.0. This shows you the features, which is blah, blah, blah. All the parts you're going to need to do it, and the modules. Well, um, you need 2 batteries and 2 LED arrays. Okay, so battery. We've got to make a battery. We'll go down to bait. All we have now is a tinker table, so we're going to set up. I forgot the best way of setting this up here. We go against the wall back here, like this. Let me try this and see what this does. We do 2 there. I want to have a shelf in the middle of this, so let's try something. This will be a new design for me. I don't know if it's going to work. But we're going to start simple. You got to walk to each table with your character, which again people complain about, but that's okay with me. We'll make batteries here. We're going to have you make the LED arrays. Okay, and it tells you here what you need. I need electric parts to make the array, and I need chemicals to make the battery. And we're also going to need a simple case. I think I will make that up here. Kind of keep things separate. Simple case. All we need is plastic. Okay, so we got our 3 tables set up. Now, this is where people get confused and complain about the logistics of this. It's not that big of a deal though, really. Okay, so let's say we hire well, first we're going to need, we need chemicals for the battery, we need electronics for the array, and we need plastic for the cases. So we're going to order 1 of each. Now, 1 order of this gives me 60 plastics, 240. So there's different things coming in. You keep that in mind. Okay. So let's say we hire somebody to make. Let's keep it simple here. Let's do the batteries first. So we're gonna. This guy is going to be on batteries. Okay. So he does nothing. He doesn't have nothing to do. Okay. So we're going to go to the logistics part of it, where you can hit the number 2 key, and we have to get right there. It tells you need input of chemicals and the output's a battery. So if I click on this, there's my chemicals. I just simply drag a line to that, and that goes to that. He's working here. He knows now where to get his chemicals from, and he will go over here and get them. He's going to walk all the way down here, pick up his chemicals, walk all the way back, get his stuff, and do it. You don't want that. That's not going to be very productive. Okay, so we're going to stop right there. What we need is someone to deliver the stuff for him and let him work. Alright, this is where shelves and logistic workers come in at. So let's find us a good shelf here. I want to have 1 shelf preferably for all these tables to work from. This does 6 slots. This does 12 slots. But see, this can only be gotten from one side. You can see at the bottom there. The small shelves can be gotten from either side. I guess I could. How many is this again? 6 slots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So I could do, this might work. I'm going to put this like here. Okay, we'll put a shelf in there. Fine. Now, this guy's going to need, if I go back to logistics, put my mouse over it, and click this or this, he's going to need the electronic parts. So we need chemicals and electronic parts. Alright, so let's do this. Let's take the chemicals and put them on this shelf, and the electronic parts and put them on this shelf. Okay, well, no one's going to do that because workers don't move stuff to shelves. Okay, so how we fix that is we go to logistics and we put a logistics point in, and we're just going to make sure it covers the incoming zone. We don't want to put it here though because there's nothing, so we'll put it kind of back here and maybe cover this whole area like right there, even go back to get it out of the way. So we'll put it there for now. We can always move this. Just click on move and you can move anything you want. Okay, so we have that. Now let's go hire someone to actually work at that station. Okay, now his job is strictly to move parts around to where they're supposed to go from shelf to shelf. He don't work the tables, he just does shelf to shelf or zoned shelf. Okay, so he's going to automatically know, since this is in this beacon, in this zone, he's going to look for the move stuff to there. So let's watch him. He'll come down here. Well, first of all, too, we got to stop here. Because we got this guy here doing stuff that we don't want him doing. So we have chemicals going to his table. So we click on chemicals. I got it now going to this shelf and to his table. I don't want it going to his table because he'll pick it up. So we hit that X and now that's done. Okay, so now this guy is going to deliver chemicals to there, and he's going to deliver parts to there. Okay, well, this guy's got an exclamation point. Something's wrong. So I know what's wrong is he has nowhere to put his batteries. So we'll go back to logistics. We're going to click on this. Now, take your batteries and put them in there. And while we're here, instead of having you go down here to get your stuff, just pick up your chemicals from there and put it on your table, which is right there. Okay, let's see how this works out better. See, now he's just going from there to there, buying the stuff, or picking up the stuff, building it, and putting it on the shelf. Okay, so we got that done. So now we're going to hire another guy, and he's going to work. I keep trying to drag that. You don't have to drag it. Just click and put. Okay, so he's going to work there. And all we have to do here is give this guy what he needs. He needs parts. We'll put that there. Now the parts are going into there. Then we need to take this array and have it put back on this shelf out here. Table's good, no exclamation points, no exclamation points, exclamation points. This one has an exclamation point because we have two products going in, the battery and the array, and they're not going anywhere yet. That's fine. We'll fix that soon enough. Okay. So here comes the new worker. He's going to grab his stock from here. He's going to go over here, make his arrays, put them back on the shelf. Okay. We still got to do batteries over here, or cases. So I'm going to go ahead and hire a person to work there. So we got that guy working, but he's got no parts yet. Okay. So if I double this table up, I'm going to need to put in a shelf. We could put in another small shelf here, I think. And that should work fine. Okay, so now I need to go here. This guy needs plastic, so we're going to click on this. We're going to drag plastic to this table. And we'll click on this, drag plastic to this table. And then we're going to click on this and bring the finished simple case back out to this shelf. Okay, so if this works out right, we should have all three parts being built. Except he's got no plastic yet. So this guy's going to bring in plastic. So this guy's got 3 tables he's trying to work and keep stocked up. We'll see if he can handle that. Okay, so this guy does his cases, puts them on there, and we're good. Okay, so now it's time to build a assembly table. I'm going to bring all these together and make this all work. If I build this down this way, I think what I might do is just something like this. Or do I want to go this way? I think I'll just do this. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay, so we got an assembly table here. we're going to click on this guy, and we're going to make this make our new calculator, which needs the array, the battery, and the simple case, which we're producing. Okay, now the best way to do this is to get all these parts down here close to this guy. You can hold 6 things on this little shelf. So let's put this like right here. Now the thing of it is, in this situation, is this beacon here only covers, I didn't want to walk there, the bottom thing. There's nobody covering this shelf up here. So no matter what I do, like if I want to bring, we'll go to logistics, and I want to bring all these parts that's completed to this shelf. The array, that, and the cases. I want them all to come into here. This guy won't do it because he doesn't have, he knows to take the parts up there to it, but this beacon doesn't cover this one to bring them out of there. Plus, he's being overworked anyway, so we're going to hire another person. And we're going to put this person on this beacon. Give this guy a little bit of help. And see, they're bringing the cases over because they're in, it's in this spot. But they're not going to bring them back. Okay, so to fix that is we go to logistics and we put in a spot up here somewhere. Give them enough room to move. I guess I could put it back here. But I feel like I'm kind of wasting that whole area. And that's going to be in my way of... Okay, well for now, I'm just going to do it right here. That gives them room to walk. And it's in the area. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to hire another person. I'm going to put this person on this table. Okay, now she should come in right away and start bringing the finished products to this bench because she's in her zone now. So there she comes. Okay, I didn't hire anybody for this one yet, did I? Okay, so we got to hire one more person, and we're going to put you in charge of making these things. You get the exclamation point because she has no way of getting her products. So simply, now you can too click on this and bring each one of these over there, but since it knows what it's making and it needs those 3, you can just simply drag it over. It's going to take all the parts over to there and put it in there, and then bring your calculator back and put it in there. Now this is so close I could have this guy drop it off and then go, but I'm just going to have him drop it off there and pick up his supplies and come back and work. And someone from this one will take it from here and sell it, which we're going to set up right now. We have an exclamation point which is telling us that the calc 1.0 is just sitting here, so we're going to drag this to the sell icon, and that's a completed section. We got the whole thing working. Everybody's getting parts, everything's getting delivered. This guy just made that, he puts it on the shelf. Someone will come soon. He just did. He picks it up, puts it on the sell pallet, and then on Sunday, at the end of Sunday, which is Thursday now, we're going to sell everything on this pallet. You can see the truck is on its way. He'll get here Sunday, pick everything up, and whatever we have on this pallet, he's going to sell. We won't have much, but it's a start. And we had $100,000 starting out, and we've got $86,000 now. And actually, not a bad little setup. I've been setting up my tables, just line them up, one facing this way, and then another one here, and then this might, I don't know, this might save some room and make make things a bit better. Okay, it's Sunday, almost the end of the day. We're going to sell 3. You got that 4th one on there. Okay. So if we go in here and look, this is our calculator. This is our stats, and our weekly demand is 15. Our maximum price is that. Okay, so here's our potential sales for the week, 15. We sold 4. So we can, we got some room to grow here. And this you can reduce price if you, in a little bit, new technology is going to come out and people are going to want that in their product. And this is going to start getting old. So our potential sales will drop. So we can lower the price here. Well, it's not going to do anything right now, but once this gets to like 10 or 5, we can start dropping the price to get the price appeal will come up and people will buy it that way. But anyhow, that's kind of the basics on just getting started and how the whole logistics work. Now, one thing people are missing too is they'll be making 10 or 12 of these when they bump up their stations, and they're not being put on the rack on the sales pallet. So hit 2 or go to your logistics again. Go to this icon, and you'll see here that you have all these boxes. So you can put 6, 12, 18, 24 pieces on this to sell it. Well, since I've clicked on what I'm actually selling here, the orange boxes is what it's got open. They call it bandwidth. That's the spots reserved for that. If you can't put more on there, just open the bandwidth up. Now this whole pallet, all 24 pieces, is designated just for that calculator. But if you have 2 products in here, you don't want, say you have that and you want to add a new product in here, you'll have so many for it to sell, so many for that to sell. You just got to divvy it up based on what your products, what your demand is. So we've only got 1 product right now. We might as well crank it up in case we can actually get to that max, which we won't. But anyway, okay, so things are going. And if we walk over here to click on this, we can see we got 8 cases, 2 arrays, and 4 batteries. So we're doing all right. But if we're going to beef up production here, we got to fix this. So I'm going to walk up here. We're going to make this a battery, and we'll make this another array. And so now all we got to do is set up the coordination and hire 2 employees. Hire you, hire you. They're going to work on the employees right now. Right now, all employees are the same, and they all cost the same. So until they change, their value and their speed and what they're doing, doesn't really matter. So I'm going to put you there, and we'll put you there. Did I click that? Oh, okay. Okay, these will both have exclamation points because nothing's been assigned yet. So we simply go to logistics. Even though we got more parts than what's needed over here, it should automatically know what it needs by just simply dragging to there and dragging to there. We got those 2 covered. Now we have to let it know to bring the batteries back into here, bring the arrays back into there, and we're good because everything else is already set to be brought back down to here. So we've doubled our production in batteries and arrays. I don't see any signs of anybody waiting for anything or needing anything. She's got 2 cases in stock over here that'll be brought back. So that looks fine. Let's speed this up just a bit. Let's see if we can get our battery and arrays, see if it comes up to where we got plenty in stock. Okay, so if we click on this, you go to our blueprint, you go to our calc, and our modules. We're needing 2 of each, and they're building at the same time. It takes 10 seconds to build each. So I don't know what the slow up is on. How many arrays? Is there a stockpile of arrays up here? No, sure isn't. We got 3. I'd like to have double what we need. We need 2. I'd like to have 4. Okay, we got 4 in stock now. So, and our cases are holding strong at 10. We only need 1 of those for every 2 of those we make. Okay, we'll get this week out and see. Let's go to Sunday, and we'll see what our sales figures are. We got 6 on here now. We make it sell 7. And no, we're going to do 6 with 7 on the way. Okay. So this was our best week. We did 6 sales. We're making money. We're back up to 90,000. But we can do better, I think. So let's try, well, no, not going to try to double production. I'm going to stop right here. That's the basics. And now I will do another one on research and stuff.